What an idiotic habit, to wake up in the midnight. I looked at the clock. They showed 13 past 3 a.m. Well, I guess it's time to fall asleep again. I closed my eyes. House was drowned in an incredible dead silence. Besides, no noises were coming from the street. Well, that's not surprising. It's midnight, and through this silence it was pretty unexpected to hear the voice of my doorbell. Damn it! It was so sudden that I nearly fell down from my bed. Dead silence occupied the house. Maybe it just seemed, or maybe it was just a dream. Who would come up to the 5th floor and ring the doorbell? As soon as I calmed down, I heard another doorbell. This time it repeated twice. I got really scared, as I lived all alone. I had even no pet in my house. And again, dead silence. But it did not last for long, as doorbells started again. I got angry at myself. Grown-up guy, afraid of stupid doorbells. Even though at 3 a.m. I slipped down from my bed and approached the door. Suddenly, doorbell stopped. I stood by the door, listening. There was total silence outside the door. And suddenly, I heard monstrous pelts on my door. Pushes were so incredibly strong that I nearly shouted from panic and fear. But damn it, I did not hear not a single breeze, whisper or rustle. That was strange, considering that atrocious knocks continued, becoming more and more solid and incessant. I admonished myself. I only need to look from the spy hole. That's the only thing I need to do. That's pretty easy. But first, I screwed up all my courage and pronounced, "Who's there?" And I was surprised, realizing how squeaky my voice was in this situation. Silence behind the door. I asked once again, this time a bit louder, "Who's there?" And again, dead silence. I sighed at last and looked from the spy hole. There was no one there. Landing was empty, and stairway too, and the knocks stopped. Thanks God! I turned around and plodded back. Approaching the room, I freezed at the threshold. I was staring at my bed, chained by horror. There was the silhouette of human body on my bed. He was covered with coverlet, but his head on the pillow was clearly seen. He laid on belly down, so I could not see his face. I shook with fear as the creature in my bed would scarcely be human, that just penetrated into my house to have some rest. He is definitely not human being. I heard the doorbell again. This time I really did not know what to do. Run out from the house and face the one ringing on my doorbell, or stay inside with something terrible and spooky laying on my bed. I heard scratch of my entrance door. It was slowly opening, while the creature at my bed started to rise, intending to get up. I screamed louder and louder until I woke up. I was in a cold sweat and breathed hardly. I looked at the clock. 3 a.m. Suddenly I felt that I urgently need to fall asleep till it gets 3 a.m. I urged myself, sleep, sleep! But despite my orders, sleep did not come. I opened one eye and looked at the clock. It seemed like clock was smiling to me. Yes, smiling. 3 a.m. Loud doorbell apprised me that I will scarcely be alive by the morning. God forbid you to wake up at 3 a.m. Subscribe to this channel to see more and more horror stories. Like the video and share it. Good luck.